Hello, college football fans. This is Dad
versus Son.
And it is week 4. Can you believe it? Week 4 of the college football season.
Yep, and I'm still up.
You're still up. 3 games. You're up 3 games. We took last week off. Dad had to do some traveling. If we were going to take a week off after week 2, we got beat up with our picks. I'm glad we took week 3 off, man. Yes. Look here, you had Stanford, you had Pitt, Notre Dame. Even the Alabama-Arkansas game was an absolute blowout. I never would have thunk it.
Not much of a fun week.
It was not a fun week. Week 2 is not a fun week for our picks, but I am here to rebound because game by game,
week by week,
I'm coming back. This is my week. It is week 4.
And I'm going to pick right back up.
Let me ask you something. We got some special guests. As everybody knows, B, and we got Manio right here, baby. Talking Redskin football. Are you guys undefeated?
Left guard.
Yes, sir.
Right
Left guard, undefeated, junior, headed to the state championship this year. One kick away from being there last year.
Feeling it.
Let me ask y'all something. Who is the biggest disappointment so far this year in college football?
I say UNC.
UNC.
Yes.
Lost to Wake Forest, lost to Louisville. A lot of folks picked them to win the division, even though it would have been they're not qualified to win.
Yeah.
So a lot of folks had them picked to win that division. What do you think, B? Biggest disappointment?
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Yep. What do you got, Manio?
I'm thinking UNC also.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of UNC, but I feel they should play a lot better than what they have been, and I think they should pull out last game. But
New coach.
yeah.
Defense was supposed to be great. They've given up a lot of points.
What about you, Dad?
I got to go with Arkansas. Arkansas' biggest disappointment, I think, so far. Losing to UL Monroe. Of course, they almost beat Auburn, and probably should have beat Auburn. But Arkansas getting beat 52-0 by Alabama.
True.
What do you think, SEC? What we got? Biggest disappointment?
USC.
The Trojans.
Yes.
Losing to Stanford.
It's the orange shirt. Does it to him every time.
Is that right?
Yeah, he had an orange shirt on at one point. Cursed for his whole career.
No kidding.
Yes. It's a theory of mine.
You talking about the Tennessee orange?
Oh.
Oh my gosh. I'll take it. Because I get so sick of ESPN covering the West Coast teams, and they were all about Barkley, USC, and they lost. Go Stanford, 4 years in a row. It's the only team their quarterback hasn't beaten in his college career. Anyway, let's move on. We got week 4 of the 2012 football season. I'm down 3 games. This is my week. Let's get it going.
Game 1.
Notre Dame versus Michigan.
What do you got, Manio?
I gotta go with Notre Dame. I think they can pull it out, but mainly just because I have a deep-hearted hatred for Michigan. Ohio State all the way. I can't go with Michigan. I can't do it.
My man. What do you got, B?
Notre Dame. Michigan hasn't been doing so well, and Notre Dame just came off a win against Michigan State, so they're probably going to win.
Notre Dame. Now pick or yours?
I'll go ahead.
All right.
Notre Dame has been doing pretty good. Michigan hasn't. But I think this is Michigan's week to rebound. I've got Michigan.
My man. This is my week, baby. I'm going Notre Dame. Let me tell you, we talked about disappointments. Let's talk about surprises. Notre Dame is the real deal. They're taking Michigan this week. Notre Dame. I just picked up a game.
Game 2.
Missouri versus South Carolina.
Manio.
I have to go with
Missouri, brand new to the SEC.
I don't know. I think I'll have to go with Missouri.
Oh.
I have to go with Missouri. I have to.
All right.
Because I think they had quite a few mess ups last game, but
I like it.
But I think they can pull it out, and because I'd like to leave this house alive.
What do you got, B?
I don't really care if I leave this house alive, but I'm picking South Carolina.
Go ahead, son.
Well, Missouri, brand new to the SEC, but I don't really think they deserve it. They're not the greatest football team.
Ooh.
I've got USC, South Carolina Gamecocks. I think they're going to get it.
I hear you. Well, you know what? We took a beating from some of our South Carolina viewers after we picked ECU to beat
Yes,
them.
we did.
Even got a message on Facebook from one of them wanting to know where the video was last week. and if we were upset because his Gamecocks did so well. I think the only question in this game is if Connor Shaw is going to play or not. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. I am going to pick South Carolina to beat Missouri. Sorry, Manio. I got it. Every time I pick against them, they win. I'm going South Carolina Gamecocks to beat Missouri. Write it down. South Carolina. Sorry.
Game.
Wait. Freeze that. Replay it. Say it one more time.
South Carolina, baby.
One more time.
Moving on.
Game 3.
ECU
Versus.
UNC.
What do you think, Manio?
Oh, I gotta go with ECU all the way. ECU is definitely one of my favorites, and along with the fact that UNC did not play well at all. They're not hitting it.
Even second half. They played pretty well second half.
Not good enough.
Not good enough.
Not good enough to beat ECU. That's not gonna happen. ECU.
What do you got, B?
Well, ECU came off a win against conference rival.
Southern Miss.
Yep, so I think that they can beat UNC. It won't be easy because UNC kind of came back in the second half against Louisville, but it's going to happen.
Very good. What do you got, son?
You know, I love the Pirates. I really love the Pirates, and I don't like UNC, like I said. They're one of the biggest disappointments in NCAA right now. So, Pirates all the way.
That's right. Well, you know what? ECU's defense has been so questionable the last several years, but it was their defense that beat Southern Miss. The kid almost dropped. I mean, he did drop the ball before he crossed the end zone, but it was a touchdown. ECU beat Southern Miss, and I'm telling you, the Pirates beat the Tar Heels this week in Chapel Hill. And once again, the Tar Heels fall, and they are considered one of the biggest disappointments in the 2012 college football season. I'm talking first down.
Pirates.
Moving on.
Game 4.
Clemson versus Florida State.
Game of the week, baby. Game of the week.
ESPN,
We've got
we're going to be there.
a number 9 versus number 5. College game day is going to be there. Big game in Tallahassee. What do you think, Manio?
Do it, Clemson.
Why?
Well, Clemson's been very strong, and they have good on both sides of the ball, and they're just going to come through with this one. I can feel it. They're going to come through strong, come out ready to play. It's going to be a good game, but Clemson's going to pull it out.
All right. What do you got, B?
Do we even have to go to you?
Florida State.
And why?
Because I think they're a better team than Clemson.
Looks like somebody's not going to leave this house alive.
Again, but
Again.
they just seem like they're a stronger team.
Okay.
They blew Wake Forest out, so I think they're gonna win.
All right. Florida State.
Oof. Well, Sammy Watkins back in. Everybody saw him. He did amazing. Had an amazing run. Broke free down the sideline. Touchdown.
Rushing game. In on
Yes.
a rushing game.
Very nice.
He played wonderful, but Nook Hopkins is what he was called this weekend.
Nook.
Nook Hopkins. He needs to get it right. But Nuke Hopkins is going to be very good. Sammy Watkins, the A-team's back. I think Clemson's got this one, but it's kind of obvious.
They're not going to be able to get Nook and Nuke if they can't even pronounce Clemson correctly.
That's right. It's Clemson, not Clemson. And we're on ABC national television. We'll probably get a little bit of Clemson action going on. But we are on national TV. You're taking Clemson.
Yes.
We're on national television. Clemson historically has not done well on national television. Let's rewind back to the Alabama game. There's been a lot of games. The only game Clemson's done well on national television with College Game Day was a few years ago back when we played Georgia Tech. And C.J. Spiller juked two guys out of his shoes. It's going to be a tough game. You know what, B? I agree with you. Florida State is the better team. They're faster. I think they've got a lot of talent. They've got a lot of depth. But I don't think their defense is going to be able to stop the combination of Sammy Watkins
And Nook Hopkins.
Exactly. And Taj Boyd will have a great game. And let's not forget, our running back, Andre Ellington, will have a heyday on that Florida State defensive line.
I-
I'm talking Clemson Tigers over Florida State. That is our last
I
pick
gotta
of the
say
week.
one thing.
What's that?
Florida State will have trouble on
They-
defense.
That is
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I think their offense is
pretty good.
pretty
Their
good.
offense is pretty
Because
good.
Clemson's defense hasn't been.
We're electric, baby. We're electric.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
What do you got, SEC?
I'm going Clemson.
I think.
Not because you went South Carolina.
Lot of love
You're
here.
just kissing
lot of
up.
love here
We got
tonight.
one person leaving
I
that
think y'all got
spot.
He just
Fire.
wants his son to leave here alive. He's kissing up.
I think y'all got some fire. It's going to go out eventually, but you got some fire now. I'm going to go with Clemson.
8 o'clock, ABC.
Lot of love, lot of love, lot of love.
SEC's picking Clemson. His son's picking Florida State. Game of the week, national television. We got ECU over Carolina. South Carolina over, who are they playing?
Missouri.
Oh yeah, I picked them, didn't I? Who picked Missouri? Manny will pick Missouri. Tune in next week. Like I said, I'm picking up one game this week. That'll be
Don't forget
Notre
to like
Dame
us on
over
Facebook.
Michigan, baby.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook or go to www.facebook.com/dadvsson.
And tune in next week and see who comes up on one more game right here on Dad
Versus.
So.